Hi, I'm Zelda, and welcome to the love reading for Scorpios for the next 7 days. I'm sorry I wasn't able to post yesterday. I was dealing with a really bad case of migraine, but here I am, feeling all better. And I want to let you guys know this is a general reading, so please take the reading as it resonates. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And let's see what you've been going through, Scorpios, and what energies are approaching you in the next 7 days when it comes to your love life and love connections. Excuse me. Alright, let's begin. Scorpio. Okay, seems like a lot of you are actually focused on your money, your finances, or your material security, or your tangible needs and independence. A lot of you are possibly feeling or in a situation where you're codependent in a material way. It could be where you experience financial loss, loss of income, or you have debt problems, money problems, or you're like codependent on somebody, or somebody's codependent on you. Take whatever resonates. But the central energy influencing you moving forward, Scorpio, is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, there's a lack of independence, feeling independent here when it comes to, in a tangible way, material things in your life. Scorpio. You did show up in your own reading, your card. I have the Death card that showed up for your energies, Scorpio, along with the Fool here. So that means, you're having an argument with somebody, a drama, a verbal exchange. It's a conflict. Let me see. Okay. Ooh. Something's coming to an end. Most definitely. Something involving partnerships. It is a love reading. But yeah, a partnership is coming to an end, whether it is romantic or friendship. Could be a family who you have very close ties with. For some of you, it could also be business, but take whatever resonates. For a lot of you, it's going to be either love or friendship, or somebody just very close to you that you're like partnered with. But yeah, with the Death card and the Fool here, there's an ending. Something in your life is coming to an end, or it's going to go through like a major change. Nothing's going to be the same ever again, Scorpio, in your situation, because right after the Death card, I have the Fool. It's like clean slate, starting fresh, taking a new leap of faith, a new beginning. This is more like a new book in your life rather than a new chapter or a new page. This is literally a new book. Like, it's the ending, death, and then a new beginning with the Fool, with the starting from zero here. And the person you're dealing with, it's likely involving this individual you're dealing with, Scorpio, because I have the 5 of Swords along with the 3 of Cups for their energy. So yeah, there's like an argument. They have like this win it at all cost attitude. Like, they can get pretty like ugly if necessary. They're willing to do whatever it takes to come out on top. In this drama, in this dispute or argument or conflict or just breakup, this is a verbal It's like a verbal fight, because the swords is all about your thoughts and your words. So there's troubles when it comes to communicating with this person, and likely a very big fight or just a negative verbal exchange. Like, this person can get pretty hurtful. For some of you, the individual you're dealing with is coming together with some friends or family or people, and either they're just having some fun and socializing, or they're gossiping and stuff. And I mean, for some of you, the individual you're dealing with is influenced by a third person, a third party, whether it's romantic or not. It doesn't have to be. It's just that somebody's like affecting the way they think, their perception, their judgment. Somebody's influencing them. And for others of you, it's also, or it can be that where they, whenever they argue with you, they go out and party or something, or the argument could be about somebody like just having a little too much fun. However that may be, work out for you guys, whether it's partying or drinking or, doing something that they just really get taken away by emotionally. And for others of you, there's just a third party here. And it can be romantic involvement for some of you. And it's just like a breakup. This person that you're dealing with could also, like after an ending, after experiencing an ending between you two, most likely between you two, they just, out of spite, go out and have fun and act like it doesn't affect them. They're just fine, they're living their best life, but they're really not. For some of you, like, they could just do that out of spite just to get to you. And yeah, this break involves a partnership. I have the Four of Wands for you, along with the Four of Swords, both in reverse. So the 2 4s so far. Any other? No. 2 4s in reverse, so that's like wherever there was stability or a partnership or something that you guys built, it's coming to an end. It's coming down crashing, it's failing, it's not working, or there's just a resistance. And this partnership between you two is coming to an end. It's just not working. I mean, obviously it's right below the Death card here in the reverse, with the 4 of Wands in reverse. And below that is also the Chariot in reverse for you. So this is like very clearly a major ending in your life. Involves partnerships, whether romantic or not. It was something pretty big to have such a big effect on you when it comes to an end. And you're feeling very restless. You're unable to heal. You can harness a lot of nervous energy. Not really able to find peace. Feeling very unsettled. Excuse me. The person you're dealing with, though, I have the Empress for them, along with the 7 of Swords in reverse. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, by the way, or somebody with heavy Venus energy in their chart, or Libra or Taurus. Possibly Libra, since it's paired with a sword card, an air card, air energy. But take whatever resonates. It could be any sign at this point. This is a confusing individual. It's like they're argumentative, or at least like there's just conflict with them, but they're harnessing like Venus energy, so, or they're influenced by Venus energy. So it's like they're loving, they're caring, they're nurturing, they want growth, or they are growing. They could be very fertile and creative, and have like love, but paired with the Three of Cups, and then the Five of Swords, and then the Seven of Swords. So they don't want to really, for some of you, this person does not want to take any risks with their heart, with their feelings. They may have lack of trust in the situation you're in, or partnership you're in, or was in, for some of you. And there can also be like a sense of coming clean here. For some of you, you could have been dealing with somebody who liked to do things behind your back, or keep secrets, or lie, or maybe some of you have experienced a betrayal coming from this person, especially with the three here, Three of Cups. For some of you, there's a third party involved. But it seems like there is like, you're calling them out, or they're coming out clean, or there could be some sort of a reconciliation. But this person you're dealing with, they're not really like budging. They're fine with the way they are, and they're not budging. They're not like changing. They don't want to change. Okay, so they're actually dropping this situation between you two, and they're starting fresh as well. I needed a card to, clear this up for me because it was a little confusing, but I have the Fool here. So yeah, I think this is them dropping the situation between you two, the drama, the games, the back and forth, or the verbal, like, arguments. Whatever conflict you guys have between you two, or have lived through, they're dropping it and starting fresh. And they're fine. Like, they're not even bothered by this, though. They're not bothered by this. They're feeling fine and healthy and moving on. And you're realizing that this is definitely not working. It's a failure. There's no movement, no growth. I think that a lot of you experienced a very challenging situation, or lived through a challenging partnership here, or just got challenging, and it just led you nowhere. And so now you're shutting down and becoming very cold and calm and collected and very logical and rational, and trying to keep a very clear mind. And you're understanding fully that the situation is just a failure. It's not headed nowhere. It's like a dead end. And the person you're dealing with, yeah, they're not changing. They're still holding on to something. It's like they're dropping something, and yet they're holding on to another part of them. I'm not sure. It's like they're holding on, but they're not moving. What? I have the Hangman in reverse, along with the Eight of Wands in reverse here. So there's no movement, no action on their part, or there won't be. No communication. You guys might just cut each other off, or they might cut you off, or take it as resonates. The situation can also always be reversed here. But it's like with the Hangman in reverse, there's like some sort of a clinging here. They're not letting go, or they're trying to take control, but they're not making any moves, or they're not communicating. So there is no forward movement here on either side, no matter how you're feeling about each other. And for you, Scorpio, you're very like mind over heart, or you will be, especially experiencing this major ending, major change in your life with the new beginning. Looks like the person you're dealing with is also going to experience a new beginning too, but they're going into this new beginning with the Empress energy. So they're like loving and compassionate, or they're just growing and fertile and creative. Excuse me. This person could have also been like a manipulative individual. in an emotional way. Like they played, some of you, you know, they might have tried to play with your heart or take advantage of you, your emotional state, or emotionally just manipulated you, played games. Or just like I said, they might have not have been very loyal or went behind your back and stuff. And I don't think they're changing that. But yeah, there's no forward movement here. With together. Looks like for a lot of you at least. Let's see what else. What is the projected future outcome, and are there any messages or advice the universe and the divine wants to give Scorpios for the next 7 days regarding their love life and love connections? I have the Two of Wands, so decisions. I got the Three of Cups again. Some of you are definitely dealing with a third-party situation. Or like it could be like a romantic entanglement, like I said, or it could just be like somebody influencing you or the person you're dealing with, just influencing their decisions or their perceptions. It can also be like just having too much fun. For some of you, could be dealing with somebody who has just addiction problems, codependency issues, partying too much, shopping too much, you know, going around with friends way too much, socializing. It's just too much of something. So that affects them emotionally in a negative way. There could be an argument between 3 people, you and 2 other people, but they're connected, like all 3 of you are somehow connected. Could be like a family situation or friendship or something at your job or work. For some of you too, that could be a case for some Scorpios. But yeah, I have the 2 Wands here, so this is decisions. This is like you trying to assess and analyze the situation and trying to heal and let go. But I think that you're going to have a really difficult time doing this in an emotional way. Like emotionally and mentally, it seems that you're not really moving forward. You're kind of stuck, or just stuck processing this. Yeah, the 2 of Wands. I have the 8 of Cups in reverse, along with the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Swords in reverse. So unable to heal, unable to rest, unable, just being very restless and having all this nervous energy. Feeling uncomfortable in your situation, Scorpio. And it's like you're unable to walk away emotionally from this situation. You might put some distance between you two, physically, but emotionally or mentally, it's like you're still processing this, still going over things, still assessing and analyzing, and trying to, you know, really make sense of things. And I think it's just a process you're having to go through, or you will have to go through. And also it could be where, what's next? What's ahead in my life? You know, what did I just experience, and where do I go from here? You could also be evaluating all of that as well. Yeah, you feel tired, exhausted, and very defensive. Like some of you might feel very wounded and hurt, but unable to heal fully, still processing this, or still dealing with it. And it's like you're fed up though. You're at the tipping point. You're fed up, and you really are very on guard. Like you don't want to go through a situation like this ever again. Very much on guard. Like, I think this situation is really going to change you, this ending, or it maybe already is. But this fallout or ending or change in your life that's happening in the new beginning, new chapter, clean slate, it's transforming you. It's a transformative energy. It's Scorpio energy. Also Mars energy. So it's a lot of action. It doesn't have to be... It can be, it's a lot of energy, so it can be like internal, or it can be where you express it or you feel it externally as well, with the Mars energy that I saw. But definitely heavy Scorpio, and you're Scorpio, so it makes sense. Yeah, you're feeling... Yeah, you're still going back and forth between like thoughts and emotions and stuff and experiences. You're not really moving forward. You may feel very impatient though after a little while, but you don't really feel like moving forward, or you may not know. It may not be clear for you where you're headed from here. I have the 3 of Wands in reverse as well. A lot of wands here. But it's like you're not growing, you're not moving forward. You may feel pretty impatient. Some of you are putting distance between you and this person, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, or all. And it may be confusing, like, where do you go from here? What's next? You may have a hard time seeing ahead of you right now. And again, for some of you, there's 2 3s here, showed up again. Some of you are dealing with a third-party situation, sadly, that you're dropping. It's like you're dealing with 2 people, but for some reason this third person keeps coming in the picture, and it's like you're dropping it. You don't want to deal with it anymore. That's for some of you. Yeah, there's definitely codependency issues. I'm not sure if this is you, Scorpio, or the person you're dealing with. Take whatever resonates. It may be different for different Scorpios. But there's definitely codependency issues here, emotionally and in a material way. Somebody's not feeling independent emotionally and materially or financially in their life. And they could also be suffering from addictions. Substance abuse. It could also be being addicted to a person or a situation or a behavior that's just very unhealthy. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is emotionally manipulative and codependent, or you could behave this way, but yeah, there's a lack of feeling. And for some of you, you may not want to be single or feel like you're single emotionally. Some of you might still feel an emotional tie to this individual, even if you're not together or you move away from them, or physically or mentally. Still, there's like an emotional tie. You may have trouble getting away, physically as well, because of I had the Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse in the previous deck with the other spread. So somebody's trying to, whoever this is, they're trying to fight it, but I think their addiction or their codependency problem or the tie between you two is just very strong emotionally. So that might be why it's tough to move on. Yeah. For a lot of you, this is a near and dear soulmate. A love interest, could also be a friendship or family, but for a lot of you, it will be romantic. But take whatever resonates. Yeah, you guys are unable to free yourselves from each other emotionally and possibly physically or materially or financially. Yeah, somebody's abusive here. Ooh, somebody has a very sharp tongue. You're dealing with somebody who's emotionally manipulative. It just keeps coming up here. It's repeating. And you have a tie to this person. And emotional tie you're having a difficult time cutting out. Or they could feel this way towards you, Scorpio. They could be just codependent on you emotionally. And it's just hard to cut out. There could also be like a lot of deceit, word games, mind games, guilt tripping, gaslighting, emotional blackmail. Somebody, you know, giving you the silent treatment, not giving you love and, you know, time and affection when it doesn't serve them, and then show up with all this love when it does suit them. You know, they could use that as leverage. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone like that. And they're just not clear. They're not clear. There's no clarity. And yeah, they're not really mature when it comes to communicating. Along with the Lovers and that 9 of Cups in reverse, I have the Empress in reverse, along with the Ace of Swords in reverse here. You could also cut out communication with this person, but there's a lack of clarity and likely deceit here and codependency issues. Yeah. Somebody's very stubborn. You're letting go, though. I think for a lot of Scorpios, you're letting go. You could also be dealing with a Leo, a Gemini, or an Aries, or a Cancer. I have every sign here. It can be any sign, but these are like the energies that stand out here in this spread. But I have the Emperor here as well. So I think this is you for a lot of you. You're trying to take control of your situation. And you know, you're coming to the conclusion, a very strong conclusion, that this is a failure. This is just a road that has a dead end, and it's just too bumpy, too challenging. It's not going anywhere, and you're ready for something fresh, a new start, a new passion, new interest, new adventure, new beginning in your life. That's what you need, some new energy in your life. So focus on that. Just don't focus on whatever's not working, whatever's not moving or growing. Just, yeah, let go of that and focus on new. Invite some new energy into your life. And stay away from like dramatic people that bring a lot of drama into your life and conflict and mind games or word games, or just very like cold and hurtful with their words. Stay away from them. And look for trust. You know, people that you can trust, people that are offering stability, that are responsible, that have healthy boundaries, that are not like control freaks or egotistic, or too materialistic. You know, stay away from people like that, or that have like issues respecting boundaries or setting boundaries, healthy boundaries and stuff. So yeah, but that was your love reading for the next 7 days, Scorpio. If it did resonate with you in any kind of way, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon again. Take care. Bye bye.